that we do.
Every day at 2 p.m. on ESPN, we give the people what they want.
We always give the people what they want. Jalen Rose, who is joining us later on this very program?
Scary Terry been getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets. So we got to have him on the show and talk about all things NBA.
Coming up soon, but we start with the Utah Jazz and Donovan Mitchell dunking all over the Lakers tonight. Look at Donovan Mitchell do it. Woo, Jalen, this wasn't a close game. This was a blowout. What about this performance from the Jazz that has them atop the Western Conference?
Well, I like how he threw the ball over to kind of steps together, because I told you don't see him do many dunks again off of one leg. You saw he was powerful and finished that with a 30. We got the Jazz shoot the three. That's what they do, Joby. They have a go-to on Donovan Mitchell. And I keep hearing a lot of people talk about their team and saying they have a superstar. You know how old Donovan Mitchell is? You know how good he is? You know how well he's been playing for the Utah Jazz? They do have one. Just like the Dallas Mavs have one. And they also have Rudy Gobert, Eiffel Tower. What makes Utah special, so very special, historically well at shooting that three ball. They made 23s in a game 10 times already. That's the third most in the history of the NBA. Put my guys in fast forward. Put my guys fast forward. You don't get that in Jalen Jacoby. Shout to Mike Conley. Shout to Clarkson. Shout to O'Neal. Shout to Bogdanovich. We got the Jazz. We got Jazz.
Jalen, as much as it is about a celebration of Jazz, you know I am a LeBron stan, right? I'm a full-on LeBron stan. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a little worried about LeBron. I'm a little worried about LeBron James. AD out, shooters out. LeBron James already that he wants to play every night for his teammates, and he is giving 100%. He played every single game. He played a lot of minutes. He played a lot of minutes in this one because he didn't play that well, and he didn't have to play that much because they were getting waxed. But as we see more of AD in street clothes, and as there is more burden on him with the short offseason, all the he's playing, I'm concerned about the toll this will take on him, and I want him to reserve something for the playoffs. Is that a fair concern?
Team and LeBron the second half of the year will find ways to modify his minutes and or manage him. So you as a LeBron stan, you don't have to worry. You're going to make sure he's fresh and ready to go for playoffs. But here's what you should really be worried about. How they're going to play with AD and Schroeder out, because they done lost straight. And they're giving points in the paint. And people underestimate Anthony Davis was second in the league last year in defensive player of the year. He guards multiple positions. He's a rim protector. And Dennis Schroeder's really good on ball. And without having both of the guys, and then on the other end to have both of the guys as creators, oh man, it just exhausts Bron on both ends of the floor. You see one of those jumpers again, almost gave the logo Jerry West a concussion. Hit the side rim. I was like, watch out, Jerry. Hold on. It's going to give him a concussion. It went out of bounds. The man is just fatigued. Nobody's more ready for All-Star break than LeBron James.
Jalen, preseason, you were very high on the Atlanta Hawks. However, all of the additions they had made over the summer weren't necessarily available to them. Well, now they are, and one of them is by the name of Danilo Gallinari. What happened last night was Hawks?
Danilo Gallinari. Shooting threes on threes, made off the bench. Another guy that did that once in the league was also a 10 reserve, Donyere Marshall. I was playing in that game. And for those who don't know, the All-Star festivities are in Atlanta. And you know Trae Young came out on a mission. At first was shooting from Alpharetta. He was shooting for so deep. And then all of a sudden he started drop downs, and then Gallo got hot. And then once Gallo got hot, it had me looking at the six a little deeper. And I'm like, hold on. Like, one of these has two All-Stars, and one of these teams had none. Celtics ain't nowhere near winning the East. Ain't nowhere near winning the East. I know they're without Marcus Smart. I know it without Marcus Smart. I told you for a few years, I think Ainge, who's terrific, overplayed hand. Years ago, they had runs make at AD and Kawhi. And then you make a run at Kyrie and you lose. And how about this? Our next guest, his name is Scary Terry. Where did he make the name at? Oh, in Boston. They got Kemba Walker from Charlotte. He was third team on NBA. Dealing with some injuries right now. He's currently not the same player. You lose Kyrie and you Scary Terry, plus your bigs. You wish all of them were one player. I wish like Tom Lord and Tice and Tristan Thompson was just one player. Like, just take all of these and make them one player. And so I look at the landscape of the East, Boston Celtics team is in trouble because I don't really see them making the kind of game-changing move that want to affect winning more than the talented players that they have, because they have a really talented team, but they are a flawed team in a lot of ways.
Bulls, the Hornets have a better than them. They're tied with New York Knicks in standings with the East right now. That is a full-on crisis for the Celtics. Full-on crisis. Brad Stevens has a lot of questions to answer. And Jason Tatum, 13 points. Okay. 1 for 8 from 3. And wait, how many rebounds did he have, Jalen Rose? 1. How many did he have? 1 in 32 minutes. Jalen, if you played 2 minutes in an NBA game, you would have more than 1 rebound and 1 assist. And I'm not talking about your prime. I'm talking right now. Something needs to change the Celtics, and I think it will happen. I'm not saying that they're going to fire Brad Stevens or they're going to make a trade, but they need to come together and have a look in the mirror moment and change this season around.
And also, too, Brad Stevens is not an experienced coach, a terrific coach. One of the coaches, there are a lot of people that have gone on TV the last few years and said that he probably was one of the, if not the best coach in the entire NBA. So we're going to be paying attention to how he manages this situation, because they have 2 All-Stars and they got the same record, the New York Knicks. Big shout to Julius Randle for carrying Knicks to the same record as
15-17 record. Moving on to ball, Jalen, never believe this, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would be elated to have the greatest back of all time stay with and extend their contract. Jalen earned $25 million next season. I would never bet against Tom Brady. If you say that Father Time is defeated, he Father Time like 5 years ago. Father Time is 0-4 against Tom Brady. Do you think that the Bucs will extend his contract beyond next season? That's how Brady had me looking. That's how my dad and Tom Brady, that's how I ended up looking.
That is very nice. I'm glad we showed that, because we got to get my brother Max Kellerman into one of those. Because ever since that Tom Brady was falling off a cliff, he put it in every one of his motivational videos. And since that statement was made like 4 or 5 years ago, he had a Hall of Fame career. He's went to the Super Bowl like 4 times and won it 2 or 3 times, won like 2 or 3 Super Bowl MVP. I agree with you. You keep this guy around the museum. You're trying to convince Giselle, don't go back to Cali when you retire. Florida's your home. We want you here. So the Bucs can start working on it right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if that did end up extending him soon. And Jalen, we cover everything here. Sometimes we come across a topic that is extremely important and must be reported on by serious journalists. It is now time for News That Matters. Dylan, you and I are both members of Power Couples, and we always celebrate Power Couples here, one of which is Sarah and Russell Wilson. Here is the latest interaction between the two on social media.
Yeah. What did you say about breastfeeding? You said?
I said it's time.
It's time what?
Time to give it up.
No, it's
I mean, he's old enough. His vision's good. Selfish now. One more late night. Okay. You and I.
he knows nutrition. Let me okay.
Jalen, this has all the things set up pretty for you, things that you love. You love Power Couples, and I know you love breast milk. So, Jalen, don't get us fired. But what do you think about Russell Wilson putting his finger down and saying, it is time to stop breastfeeding, lady?
So a couple of things. This is just his son getting in the way of love life. You see, it went from talking about breast milk to what we're going to do late at night.
Yeah.
And bottom line is, you got a couple pieces of your body I'm sharing with my son. And he in play.
Oh, no.
So we're going to have to give him a curfew. We're going to have to start letting him sleep in his own bed or something. Like, I bought up the whole block. He got plenty of room. I know they got a staff. On top, they could just put breast milk in a can. They could just fill up freezers of it. That's what he's talking about.
Jalen, the way that you love milk is just the weirdest idiosyncrasies of anyone I ever met. We have joining us on the program. Come back to Jalen and Jacoby. Jalen, who do we have the honor of having on the show?
This guy might as well be the Freddy Krueger of the NBA, because he's scary. Terry Rozier out here putting in work this year for the Charlotte Hornets as they get in playoff position. Welcome to the family.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all having me.
Of course. Now, you and your Charlotte Hornets had a huge win last night against one of the hottest teams in the NBA. What did it feel like as a team on the road after the game during that win?
Just staying together, man. We know it ain't easy going to play the number 1 team in the West. It's just a lot of guys that they got that spell. I had 2 All-Stars, so we told ourselves we got to stay together, stay in it, and be the hardest playing team. And, we came out win last night, so we just keep it going and build off that.
Terry, I played in the league a long time. I've been traded a couple of times. And we throwing no shade at former team, the Celtics. I know you got a lot of those guys over there. We ain't no shade at how Kim's playing right now. I'm going to just set the table. But also, you paid to play professional basketball. And now you're in Charlotte, and you're placing Kemba Walker not only productivity, but you're also in position to reset the market and a name for yourself. You're averaging 20 points this year. What is it like playing in Charlotte under those circumstances, knowing that you got to put work because, frankly, you leave Boston to go get bread?
The situation is for me because, I could be myself. I could just play teammates. My coaches say it all the time. They allow me to be me night in, night out. And, we just having a lot of fun. We got a lot of young guys. And, this team, we didn't know what to expect in, but, we try to build some stuff this summer. And I said, I'm just having a lot of fun. I got to be special this year because, just my team and my coaches. And I just want to keep it going. I'm just excited. But if we win, it's the most important thing. We got to keep winning, and it's looking good for it. That's the most important thing for me.
The young guys that you have on that team is LaMelo Ball, and he's shown really impressive skills early in his career. What have you seen from him in practice off the court that you think about that makes special?
It's just his confidence. His confidence, him coming into the league, just knowing that, he belongs and, he's a special player. And, he's not worried about the outside noise, not worried about people around him. He's, having fun, he's hard. He's just having fun out there. Always got to be alert. His pass. You either be alert or he's going to hit you in it. But, we just excited to have him. And, he's a special player, man. Special, real special.
So I know you guys got young vets like yourself and Gordon Hayward. One of the things I appreciate when I'm watching League Pass, you got fun to watch.
Yeah.
You got, one of y'all goes hot every night. Come in, getting his Bridges, dunking people. What is it like to be an upstart team in the league to get a chance to go to a place like Phoenix and that kind of win in order to give this young group some confidence that y'all can do some things this season?
I tell you all the time, we got a great room, man. That's where it starts with. Our room is great before we go out. Everybody trusts one another. You can look down to your right and left, and you got each other that's fine for you. So we just go out there and just play, man. We go out there and, we be the harder playing team. And it's a lot of fun. You come here and you come west and you get wins like this on a number 4 team on the well. Like I said, we just want to be going, and we're trying to keep it going. It's a lot of fun with these guys. A lot of fun.
Terry, you're not the tallest player in the NBA. That doesn't mean you won't hang on somebody from time to time. So I just want you to watch this highlight of you dunk on Kevin Durant. And tell me what's going through your mind. I try
to pop up. I knew he was right there, but I might have closed my eye. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Yeah, no, I just power up. I knew he was right there, and this I can talk about forever. Posters, it's there.
So
it's there.
What is it like when you show up at work and the GOAT, Michael Jordan, is your boss? You have Michael Jordan's number in your phone. What kind of mentor have been for you and the team, and just getting a chance to get to know him?
It's been great. It's great. I just remember my first time sitting down with him in Vegas, just at lunch. It's just let me, how leaving me. When you hearing him MJ, that's just like different, bro. It's different than anybody else. And, gave me that confidence right when I first stepped into Charlotte. So I'm just excited. He's great for us. He's a great mentor. I'm pretty sure keeping in touch with all of us. But me, I hit him at any time, and he gonna challenge me. And I'm just glad that. I'm glad as a content just to talk to, because he's a guy that's always challenged me and me on edge.
Does he ever put on gym shoes and shoot on with the team or do shooting drills with y'all or anything like that?
No, we ain't have him do that. We ain't have him do that. But I think we just talk a little stuff to him. He'd come out. I think he'd come out a little retirement for a bit. It might need to happen.
Terry, who's one of the toughest guys in the league to guard?
I have to say Curry, bro, just because he can score on the ball and he move a lot off the ball. But it's a lot of us that's just special and score. There's a lot of guys that ain't really. That's not really. That's really.
I know what you mean.
Don't get me started.
Well, we congratulate you on your success and Charlotte Hornets success. You're welcome to come back on Jacoby anytime.
For sure. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Appreciate that, bro.
No doubt.
Tune. Welcome back, Jalen Jacoby. Jalen, Russell West has announced that he's starting the Why Not Academy in Los Angeles. You have the Jalen Roseship Academy. Why is it so important to you?
Because we stand on the shoulders of giants, as you see a picture behind me. And if you had the opportunity to influence your community in a positive way with your time, your energy, and your money, that's something that you can do and should do. And I was really proud of the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy 10 years ago. We're a 9 through 16 model, and we currently influence 1,000 kids. Shout out to Nina Brooke, Russell's wife, and what they're doing, influencing 6 through 12 graders. LeBron James and what he's doing, influencing 3rd through 8th graders, and also helping ensure that they have access to college at Akron. Kevin Durant, each of those number of situations I would love to go visit and show support.
I want to thank Terry Rozier for coming through. Remember, this is content in our podcast. We'll be back tomorrow on ESPN.